Hi, and welcome to my channel. So, we're going to be talking about a very, very important topic today, courses that you need to be able to get visa sponsorship jobs in the UK. As you know, theoretical knowledge is as important as practical experience. So, are there any courses that you need to be able to enhance your chances getting a visa sponsorship job in the UK? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So if you're new to my channel, you're obviously welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, as usual, I absolutely do appreciate your time. And I do hope that you are implementing the things I'm talking about. But before I even get into the nitty gritty, if you haven't joined this family, take this opportunity now to hit the subscribe button below because you want to be the first person that is notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. Yes, I'm very passionate about these jobs: visa sponsorship, healthcare jobs, carer jobs, nursing, apprenticeships where you're paid to work and study in the UK. Because that is a journey that I've had myself, starting as a carer 13 years ago to now working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing job, that there is in the profession. And so we're going to start by saying, do you need any course to get visa sponsorship jobs in the UK? If you do need a course, which course do you need? So leave that in the comment section below. Do you need a course? Yes or no? But if you say yes, which course do you actually need? And when I'm talking about this specifically, I'm thinking about those entry level jobs, for example, such as carer jobs. The reason I'm thinking about this because if you're applying for a nursing job, it's obvious that you need to have a nursing degree or diploma. If you're looking for midwifery jobs, you need to have a degree or diploma in that. If you're looking for jobs as a doctor, you need to have qualifications. I mean, all those ones are obviously exempted because they have their relevant courses. But for somebody who's got no experience, no qualifications, and you started thinking, how do I get visa sponsorship jobs in the UK? That's really what this video is focused on. So, that's really what we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about this in two ways. I think that's better. It's just come to my mind now. People that have no experience at all, and then people that have some healthcare experience or exposure, if we can put it that way. So first, let's start with people that have no experience at all. Do you need any course? And by the way, if you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped the link in the comment section below where I share information such as this directly to your amazing inbox: visa sponsorship jobs in the UK, apprenticeships, when recruitment is open for various opportunities, changes, updates, with visa sponsorship, as well as nursing, because obviously I'm a nurse. I'm very passionate about nursing because nursing is one of the best opportunities that you can pursue in the UK for thousands of reasons that I think you know about already, hopefully. And so I share all of that information through my newsletter. If you haven't joined yet, check the comment section below. You're going to see a link to join. It's free. You're not going to spend up to 10 seconds joining. You drop your name and email and you're part of it, so that I send that info to you. Additionally, if you're watching this and you're thinking, Melvis, I'm interested in all these things you've spoken about, I need one-to-one support, I need help with my specific circumstances, you're also going to see my contact details on there. There's my WhatsApp number as well as my email address, and you can contact me directly to talk about your specific circumstances, because yes, I do have a private career coaching program where I support with all of that, because there are many people that are able to do this successfully by themselves, but there are a few people here that need support to be able to successfully go through that process. And so if you're part of this 1%, as I call it, just 1% of people here um belong to this group. So if you're part of that, then yes, you can feel free to do as I've said. And so we're going to start by saying, what about somebody who's got no experience at all? Do you need any courses? The first thing I'm going to say really is, if you've got no experience at all in healthcare and no exposure at all, then doing a course obviously is going to be relevant. I don't mean that the course is going to make you get a job. Look, there is no course that makes you to get a job. And that's why sometimes when I see people advertising courses and saying, do this course, so that you're guaranteeing a job in the UK, I'm like, no, that's not true. There is no course that's going to guarantee you a job, because carer jobs or healthcare assistant jobs or support worker jobs are entry level in the UK. That is the truth about it. These are entry level jobs. I remember, when I started my own journey 13 years ago as a carer, I just, got in. And then I did a course, through my employer. So I didn't do any course prior to actually then doing that, I did it through the employer. So that was the way that I was able to get into the profession, because it is something that comes with knowledge, experience, and then the practical side of it. And you need all these different components, because if you don't have these components, it's going to be very, very challenging. So I'll say that for somebody who doesn't have any experience at all, doing a course is relevant and is helpful. Mind you, I use the word relevant and helpful. It doesn't determine whether you're going to get a job or not, but it's relevant and helpful in the sense that it's going to give you some theoretical knowledge. Especially if you're overseas and you're trying to move to another country like the UK, you're thinking about, but you don't know what they do, you don't understand what the healthcare is about, because again, every country is different. I work as a nurse in the UK. If I went to another country, I would have to do training and work according to the rules of that country, because every single country has its own rules, especially when it comes to healthcare. So doing a course that is relevant to what you're doing is helpful. I don't say it's mandatory. I don't say it's going to determine whether you get a job or not. I say it's helpful to give you that theoretical knowledge. And by the way, if you're watching this, what are your personal circumstances at the moment? Are you currently applying for jobs in the UK? If so, which jobs are you applying for? Have you got experience? Have you completed any courses? If so, which courses have you completed? Leave that in the comment section below, and we'll be able to explore and see which of these courses are most relevant, because I would like you to come up with the courses and drop them in the comment section so that we can all explore together and see which course have you done and what are the sorts of jobs that you can do, with the type of course that you have. Because again, certain courses are most relevant for some particular types of jobs. So you need to make sure that you understand perfectly well what job do you want and what courses are relevant for that particular job. Incredibly crucial. It's not a matter of watching a YouTube video, hearing about the course, and you rush, register for the course, and do the course. Or you see a friend of yours who has done lots of courses, and you're like, hey, you've got 6 courses. I've only got 4. I need to do 8 more courses. Look, it's just procrastination. It keeps you busy, but you're actually not doing anything. You don't want to be procrastinating, keeping yourself busy, but getting nowhere. So you need to be very careful if you're looking for visa sponsorship jobs in the UK and you're looking at doing courses, because it is what it is. Again, if you're enjoying this content, obviously hit that like button below. It lets me know that I enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. If you're thinking of studying, at a more higher level, higher education, looking for degrees, and you're thinking about those ones that will guarantee you visa sponsorship, yes, there are degrees that will 100% guarantee you visa sponsorship in the UK upon successful completion. Leave that in the comment section, and I'll do a detailed video about those courses and share with yourself so that you know exactly what to focus on. Because if you need visa sponsorship, look, you have to apply only for those jobs and those opportunities that give visa sponsorship. If you don't need visa sponsorship, then good and fine. You can explore, you can spread your wings, you can do whatever you like. But when you need visa sponsorship, it is very restrictive. And so that's why you need to be very knowledgeable about those opportunities that can provide visa sponsorship. And so the next thing, therefore, is what about somebody who's got some experience, some exposure when it comes to healthcare? Are there any courses that would be helpful? If so, should you be doing any courses at all? What I'm going to say is, if you've already got some experience, some exposure, you're obviously in a very good position because you've got that practical experience. And let me tell you, nothing beats practical experience. As a nurse practitioner myself, I love somebody who is very hands-on, because healthcare is very hands-on. And that's why we say it's not for everybody. Again, that's why I share opportunities here, clinical, non-clinical jobs. And I say, look, if you're not somebody who is very hands-on, go for the non-clinical jobs. They also offer visa sponsorship, but for people like me who are very hands-on, I like to talk to my patients. I like to be with my patients. I like to get to know my patients. I like to, you know what I mean? I'm a very clinical person, which is why I've chosen the pathway to progress into the most senior clinical nursing job, because I love clinical nursing. I don't like to be behind a desk, with papers and office work and management. That's really not for me. I worked as a manager, as a nurse manager. I was like, oh, good experience, but not something I want to do for the rest of my career. I love being with my patients. So again, that's me for the clinical side. So you need to know What do you prefer? And that's really the first step, because when you decide exactly what you prefer, it's going to lead to what courses do you do that are then most relevant for what you're doing. So if you're somebody who already has experience, who already has some exposure in healthcare, then it means that you've already gone through those mandatory courses anyway that are needed. So is there any point going and doing more courses? Again, what do you think? What is your personal experience at the moment? Do you think that it is relevant? If you've got experience and exposure, what courses have you done? I would like you to leave those courses in the comment section below so that we can dissect what courses people are doing and be able to say which ones are most relevant for what it is that you're trying to achieve, because you need to be thinking out of the box. That's why you see that some people are applying for jobs for like 2 years, some people are applying for 3 years, some people are applying for a job for like the whole year, and they're not able to get a job. It's because you need to be really strategic and know what to focus on, because knowledge, experience, exposure, I mean, these things are just a no-brainer, so again, you need to be very, very, very smart. I would like to say that for me, it's about thinking of transferable skills as well, because in healthcare, I mean, can we really say that somebody has no experience at all? That's something that many people would argue with. But what is your personal circumstance? What is the situation? During our live sessions, by the way, we have them on Thursdays. We normally delve into a lot of these details. We dissect courses. We go through which courses are the most relevant for which job, for which person. If you don't know what the person needs, what they want, it's very difficult to tailor that guidance. And that's why one-to-one is really, really crucial when you're looking at such opportunities, because if you're just going with your friends or YouTube or generic information, it's very challenging. And that's why even as I'm doing this video, I don't know who you are watching. I don't know whether you're watching on behalf of a relative. Is it for yourself? What plans do you have? I mean, leave that in the comment section below. Like I said, if you need one-to-one guidance about your specific circumstances, then it's easier for us to tailor a course to who you are, to what you're doing, what you're trying to achieve, and where it is really that you're trying to get to. Check the comment section. You see my contact details there. You can contact me directly, about your own specific circumstances, obviously. But like I said, during those live sessions on Thursdays, we do talk a lot about things like this, because we can really delve into specifics depending on your, circumstances. So again, what do you think? Check this video out here.